Okay, well, some of the junior officers have quietly come up to me and, basically they've agreed that the generals and admirals are out of line. And they don't want to take orders from them anymore because there's just too much, it's all started with well, it's ongoing all the way back to, like, forever, it seems like. Well, they just go look at their own families and they say, are our families better off now than they were 2 or 3 generations ago? And a lot of them say, no, my family is working way harder. And it's just not, it's not working out. It's not working out. And then they drive and they see, the way that the rich live, and they say that this is not America. This is not what it would, the American dream. So a lot of them are saying, that it's clear to them that things have got to change. And they're sick of the hardscrabble life. So these officers have basically began to organize themselves, and there's a lot of people that also believe that the elections have been rigged. There's been so much evidence of tampering and these electronic voting machines. I mean, time and again, it's even been on television, like with The Good Wife, that these machines are very easy to tamper with. And the gerrymandering of the districts, it's one thing after another. And the feeling is that there's no way for the people themselves to move on this issue. So we're going to move on this issue. And I'm not going to lead this revolt, but I am going to support it. Now, as far as these other talks that I've given about us going after the Draco reptilians on the planet, who apparently pulled the strings of our top people, including the president and certain senators, it's quite a rabbit hole. It's quite a rabbit hole. And, it's not like you're totally unaware of it. You just think it's fictional. Because a lot of these Hollywood TV shows are based on things that are true, but they just make it fictional, and, it's just something entertaining to watch. So it's not like these technologies that you just think, well, somebody just created this up on a set. No, these things are real. And, as far as the extraterrestrials go, well, I mean, it's been talked about since Roswell. What was that, like 1951? So, we're going to make contact with the benevolent aliens. Because we're basically, we're looking at that the Draco are allied with the Illuminati that own all the corporations. They're basically keeping the world that, So we're not going to have this anymore. We're going to dump this Draco reptilian empire and all the humans that are serving it. And, well, all of this stuff that, we're gonna steal it all back for the people. No more of this. No more of this. We're stealing it all back for the people. Because the people that are going to be participating are all, regular Joes. We're not born with silver spoons in our mouth. That was the old Creedence Clearwater Revival song, Fortunate Son. We're not Fortunate Son. So, my associate Fogelis, he just whispered at me. He said, go like this, go Semper Fi. And I was like, no, I'm not a Marine, so I won't say that. But that's the basic way that we feel about it. Enough is enough. And, it's gone on far too long, and people are being kept in the dark. I mean, Edward Snowden has released this information years ago, and there's been no action on it. There's no action on this illegal snooping on the American population, the world population. There's all kinds of agreements with all these other countries where, you know, if we're Canada, we can't spy on our own people. We can spy on the Australians and vice versa. So it's basically, and then feed the information back to the government. So the governments are illegally spying on their own people by using this rigmarole that they're using. Well, you know, you just have to go and look and connect all the dots, and you've just got massive, massive, massive corruption. And it's institutional corruption. So it's got to be rooted out. And, you know, that's what we're going to do. So, you know, don't be too concerned about it. I mean, some people say, well, I mean, these are duly elected. No, they're not duly elected. They're not duly elected. They've rigged the system. Even Donald Trump said, you know, when he was running for president, he said, it's rigged, folks. So, I mean, if the president says it's rigged, it's rigged. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Things have got to change. I'm Colonel Cliff Soreen.